words of encouragement today. How are you doing today? Good. So tell me a little bit about yourself and how you all got started on your musical journey.
Well, TJ and I, we met in a play called I.S.N. That was about 2012 when we met.
Okay.
And we both had a passion for theater. And we got married about a year and a half later. And one day we was just playing around in the studio, and we were actually doing other artists' songs. And at the time, TJ had his own studio, so we were just playing around with music. And one day we was at home, and TJ wrote this song, and he came up to me. He was like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Oh, I like that." He said, "I'm not done with it." And he said, I said, "Well, you know what? You can put this on the end of it and have that as like the hook." And next thing you know, we came up with our first single, "Be Who You Are."
Okay.
Yeah, it was just like from the start, like a natural vibe, just like collabing on music. It's like, I guess it was because we kind of have the same mission overall, in terms of wanting to glorify God and just the same type of spirit and just a fire for creativity. So it really shocked me with how fast, because right after we did Be Who You Are, we started writing other songs, and it was just like, okay.
It just came naturally.
Yeah, it was like, we gotta do something with this.
Okay.
Most definitely.
What have been some of your biggest musical inspirations like along your way?
Oh, wow. There's a lot, but to narrow it down, I'm a really old school type of person. I have an old school soul, so Aretha Franklin, Shirley Caesar. I just love the way these women can get on stage and you can like feel their performance and their sincerity in it. I love it.
So what do you feel has been, I guess, obstacle as far as like trying to do inspirational music outside of the secular lane?
Well, like we kind of feel, in some ways there's no obstacle in terms of, the people we touch, they're encouraged, seeing my wife send us messages on Facebook, thank y'all, and they really be encouraged by it, and that's our main focus. But there is also obstacles of just, we live in a world, where everybody kind of, everything's about what's hot, like what's fit. If it fits in, then cool. If it doesn't fit in, it's not good, even and it's sad. Even it seems like if you say something positive, once you say something positive on the track, they turning it off. They like, that's whack. Like what? But if you come and you say, I'm shooting it, I'm killing it, I'm selling,
you're number one.
Exactly, you go right to the top. So that's a big obstacle, not just in the industry, but just within yourself, because you got to battle with that. Like, okay, you got to sit there and
be popular, or should I just be myself?
Exactly, but it once you make that decision to just be who you are, you know what I'm saying? You really tap into something, and it really frees you up.
It makes you unique. It makes you stand out from the crowd, which I think makes people want to listen to you, because they're like, who is this person daring to be different?
Right, I totally agree with that. Especially in this day and age where everyone is picking, because I'm an artist myself, and I know that is something hard to, I guess, the decision you have to, I guess, come to within yourself as far as if you're going to be, because I'm a rapper, and it's like I started out so like I'm the this, I'm the that, but then like as I matured and grew within myself and became more, I guess, spiritually founded, it's like I would get up there, and even though I was kind of like over that persona of myself, it's like I was still being booked and I would be up there like, okay, is anybody, like I'm not changing anybody's life, I'm not, and so it was like, I just started dreading performing because I don't think that I was doing what I really wanted to do. I was doing what I had done. Because it's one thing when you come out and you're gonna be this way, but if you come out this way, but then you learn different, it's hard to kind of change in the middle. Like, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, I hear you. Like that's like when I was recording more, secular music, because I was rapping, and I always I tried to slip a little God in there, but it wouldn't always, be
like a pin drop.
Yeah, I was saying something, you go, you know, something, you know what I'm saying? Try to throw something in there. But it was, I always felt like I didn't say what I wanted to say.
Exactly.
You know, in the different groups I was in, we was great, we were talented, but I always didn't quite fit in.
Right.
And I don't think it was them, it was, I just wasn't in the right place, you know, where I was supposed to be. And you know, once we did that Be Who You Are, and we did that track, and man, I just sat and listened to it, man. It was just a whole nother energy, just like I breathed. It's like I was holding my breath this whole time, you know, making this other music, and I just breathed, and I'm like, okay, my son can listen to that, you know what I'm saying? My mother can listen to that, you know what I mean? I mean, that's what I want.
So do you think that there is a difference in looking for different music beats or production from doing inspirational music versus when you were doing the secular stuff?
From my opinion, I think it opens it up because, you know, with rap, it's certain kind of beats, you know what I mean? I mean, you can do different stuff, of course, but for the most part, you know, for mainstream, you know, for a single, you know, you gotta have that, you know, that knock, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta be able to move with it, you know what I'm saying? With our music now, it's like, we'll write a song to a whole other beat, go to Matt Big Beats and be like, hey, you know, recreate a beat around this, and we can go anywhere with it. You know, it's just that open. It's that open. There really is no.
It's like a lot of it's fun because you get to be more creative instead of stuck in this box.
I agree.
And I think with some secular music can be stuck in a box because you'll hear one song and then you'll hear the next song and
it's like cookie cutter, you know, until the next thing comes.
Exactly, and it's like, you can get a little bit out of something, but don't go too far out of it, you know what I mean? And I think I wouldn't say it's a hindrance, but one challenge is we don't want our music to sound like everyone else's. So, you know, there's even been, because I still got that rap in me, you know what I'm saying? I still be, so I done recorded a few songs, you know, I'm talking about the Lord and everything, but it's on a trap beat, you know what I'm saying? And Kaboga be like, I like what you're saying, but the beat takes away from it, you know, and it does, because it's like when people hear it, no matter what I'm saying, because most times people not listen to what you're saying, they're
the beat,
and it's like
ingrained in their mind,
so they just around be out trapping, listen to the song, it ain't changing nothing, it ain't changing a thing. So I mean, nothing against, you know, those who make that music, but you know, we're in that lane where, you know, we're called to do this at a high level, and we're going to do it for the Lord, and it's exciting. You know what I mean? It's so exciting. It is. Even the challenges, you know, the things that, you know, we face a lot of different challenges, you know, just with being parents, both full-time students, full-time jobs, you know, all those things ball in. You know, it's a challenge, but, you know, you just got to go out there and invest in yourself and, again, you know, be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me about your latest music video that you just released.
There are times when I wish I wasn't I and I was someone else completely. It's like I'm losing my mind. Lord, show me a sign. Tired of being confined, come free me. Cause I know that you're there, and I know that you care, and I know that you hear me screaming. Lord, open the door. I've been fighting this war, don't wanna fight no more, I'm pleading. Is it the man that I am? Cause I don't understand. They say it's all in your plans and that I'm safe in your hand, but I'm not Abraham, not sure if my faith will stand. Should I change who I am just so I can fit in? Well, even if I try, who I am inside, he will never die, he will never die. Even if I try, who I am inside, he will never die, he will never die. You are everything you are, everything you are, everything you are. Be who you are, everything you are, everything you are was destined by God. Be who you are, everything you are, everything you are, everything you are. Be who you are, everything you are, everything you are was destined by God.
Be Who You Are.
Okay.
We just released it on YouTube about 4 weeks ago.
That's quite a few views. I watched it today.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are so grateful for the support, for us to be not very known as a group. We had got so much love from the video, so we are grateful for that.
Yeah. No, and the idea of it is just really like we got a breakdown of different storylines. Like we got a young lady who has, a conflict with her appearance because she's thin.
Okay.
And nowadays, it's all about the, Coke box. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta go get, they want everything to be bulging out. So throughout the video, she's contemplating putting on like this artificial behind or whatnot, and then by the end of it, she looks in the mirror and realizes she's beautiful just the way she is. Be who you are. And we got a guy who
an
was
artist,
right,
which was personally one of my favorites because being an artist for a very long time, I used to hear growing up, don't do that. Invest in something that you can fall on.
Right.
And I was hesitant to go to school to study my craft because I heard it so much. It discouraged me, so I dropped out from doing that. But the artist kind of touched home because here it is, an artist that the mother is trying to discourage him because she wants him to be something else, but that's not what he feels like he's called to be. And I think that's very important that people need to realize. And that's one thing we said with our child. We don't want to push something on you that you're not called to be. I want you to be what God has called you to be. And kids have so many gifts. Now young people have gifts, and we need to embrace those gifts. And that's one thing about our video that we try to stress. Embrace what you have because there's people that you don't know about that are billionaires that are making a great living using their craft. And that's just something that, when people hear you say, oh, I'm studying to be an actress, they automatically turn their nose at that. I used to get that a lot. And then what can you do with that? You're not going to make much money. And it's like what they saw is not what the vision that I had. But you hear it so much, you start getting discouraged. And that's what inspired this video was just go out on that limb and take that chance, because if you look at it throughout history, a lot of creative people that are successful, they took that chance and they went out on that limb. And so that's what our video was really based around. It's just, being creative, being who you are, and embracing that.
Because everybody's not a teacher, or everybody's not, and there's no quote-unquote good job anymore to society standards. You know what I'm saying? You'll get let go at lunch break. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know.
Exactly. It's just like in the society we live in, it really it's like everybody has to be some type of a type. If you black, you young, you gotta be a gangster, or you gotta be a thug, or you gotta, or if you go to school, or you trying to be white, which is to me is ignorant, because it doesn't matter black, white, Mexican, you can be educated, it's so many different things you can do. And when I remember writing that chorus, because that's how it started off. I just randomly wrote this little chorus, be who you are, everything, and at that time, I was just thinking about the world and like how influential people could be if they stepped out and really did what was in their heart. Because a lot of times we have ideas and things and we think to ourselves, well, everybody knows that already. Everybody's doing that already. I don't need to do it. But maybe God gave you, maybe you're the only one who can do that, And we really want to inspire people to step out and do that, especially in our city. And there's so much talent, but a lot of people are still, and it's starting to grow, it's starting to bloom, and I'm excited. But I think it's still, we still kind of in that shell where we're still trying to look like the next place. Look like Atlanta or look like Chicago. No, look like Indiana, look like Indianapolis. Let's be who we are, and it's just inspirational on so many aspects. And we really hope that, each person that listens to it, that they really are inspired, because that's the motivation, is to inspire people to really trust in themselves and love themselves. And I think the more that people love themselves, the less violence we'll see. The less, because a lot of this violence is from jealousy, and but the same thing that one person got, you can get too, or maybe you can get more, because what they have may not be for you. But God has individual things for all of us. He's given us all gifts. You know what I mean? Just like you were saying, the singing wasn't, right? But you bomb on the poetry, you bomb on going on the beat and going in, There's some people who's bomb on writing, but they might not be that type with the actual recording of it. But you know what? There's millionaires right now that we don't even know their names who write half of these artist songs. It's so many ways.
It's amazing that so many people aren't comfortable in that position of being behind the scenes and writing or this or that. It's like, I just want to be an artist. I just want to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even though that they can have other opportunities or other platforms to, you know, make another living within the industry.
Yeah, I mean, as a ghostwriter, I mean, you're getting paid good. You ain't got to go do interviews. You don't have to be out in the public. You don't got to go on tour.
Less pressure.
It's a whole lot less pressure. So you get, you know, hey, send me that $100,000 check, and I sit at home with my son and my wife, and write a play or something. So yeah, man, and we want to shout out Lakeisha, Love and Life Productions, man. She came in, man, just professional all the way around about how she came at it, man. It was just a great experience shooting the video. It was a good vibe. Every actor that was involved, y'all know who y'all are, man. Y'all just, you know, it was just
everybody
so positive.
Stepped in and just took on their role and showed so much love. So much love.
That's awesome. I love Lakeisha. We met on Color Purple. We were working together on there. I was stage managing, and she did an awesome job in that. But every time I encounter her and doing business with her, it's like she's very professional and on point. And you don't really find that like in our community, especially if you don't work for somebody and you're working for yourself and doing your own thing. But the foundation that she's laying for her company and that whole production team, like, I totally respect it.
Yeah, most definitely. They got bright things coming for them.
Look, keep this under wraps until we get a positive ID. I don't want any false identifications getting out there.
You got it, boss. But I'm sure it's Quentin Foster. I seen the body myself. Brooks, you gonna be all right?
So are you planning to do any more acting?
Yeah, most definitely. Directing School Days coming up here in October.
Okay.
So that's gonna be dope.
You know, wishing wifey would be in it too, but she gotta take it. Somebody gotta watch our son. So she take the hit for the team.
So what type of process is that, like, gearing up for such a a play that is like we know it, you know?
That's what I love about it. Is now it's a challenge to make it different, you know, to make it stand out. For one, just the talent. Like, man, we got some talented people that are going to be involved.
Is it already fully cast?
Yeah, we got a few other spots, minor spots, so, you know, get at it. But for the most part, all the main characters, we got them casted, and that alone changes the dynamic. Because with every, and as a director, the way that I look to direct is not to try and put a character on someone.
Right.
I want a character to come out of them. You know, so it, you know, you cultivate that character. It always comes out to be something amazing.
Definitely.
So I'm excited about that. And then it's all about the vision, you know. Like, want to do a lot of, you know, symbolism with the dance and with the music. So we're gonna do a lot of different things. So it's not, you know, when you watch the movie and you come and see the play, you're gonna know it's School Days. So it's not gonna be like, what is this? I thought it was School Day. It's not gonna be like that. But it's definitely not gonna be like, oh, well, we know what's coming. It's like, we're gonna do something big. And shout outs to DeMarco Plays, Antoine DeMarco. That's who I'm working with on that.
He's been doing his thing. I haven't met him before, but I just see his stuff on my timeline all the time.
I'm about to make sure y'all meet, man. He's a man for God, man, and just really ambitious, man. He inspires me because, you know, he really steps out and goes for it. You know what I mean? And a lot of, it's crazy because most of the actors that I know have either almost worked with Antoine or worked with Antoine. So it's like, everybody, you know, before we even knew each other. So it's like, you know, so he has a calling on his life, man. I've been blessed to work with him, and, you know, and we growing together. You know, I teach him things, he teach me things, you know. So that's really one of my big main focuses. As for the acting, I'm going to be working with my guy Al. I think he has a short film that he's working on. Nicole Kearney, we just got through working on couples conversations. So that's actually that's a good little web series.
So you're more than just a
Let's not get it started.
That's awesome. I love it. I definitely love that diversity, because sometimes it's like when people our musicians, it's like I just want to rap. I just want to sing. Like, no, they looking for a singer. No, okay, oh no, you know, it's like this ain't the opportunity for me. And so it's like, to me, it's like because I have a background in television too, and so I just find that it keeps you working. You never have a dull moment, like when you have a diverse portfolio of what you're doing.
Exactly,
you know,
exactly. And what's crazy is you get so many opportunities through. I mean, I met her in a play, so like so many things can come. You never know, you know.
That's true.
And she's definitely. I mean, with her voice and her stage presence, I mean, she's awesome. And it does nothing but make you better when it's time to grab the mic and get out there. You know, because you know, positioning your body, all those things, it all ties back together. So you know, I love it. I love every aspect of art. You know,
and especially theater too. Like it to me, it's like because like I said, I've worked on Color Purple and a few others, and it's like every single time it's like a live show. It's almost like I consider it like a live taping. It's like, okay, scoot the stuff back. Okay, scoot it out.
Right.
And so it keeps you on point.
It challenges your skills. You know what I mean? Like if you can do theater, you can do film. Because film you can cut, you can learn your lines right before.
Right.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? But theater, you out there. If you mess up, you're gonna have to keep going, you know. And then that's why I know we got plenty of memories of stuff to get jacked up, but we gotta, you know, work around it, make it happen. The audience should never know, you know. So I love that. I love that about theater, you know, is that it's just so alive.
It's almost like it gives you like a rush or like a hot, because like I said, I remember like some of the stage hands, they weren't really like familiar with theater, even though they had the muscle to kind of move the stuff around. It's like, so when I say, you know, when I give them a cue, it's just like, I didn't mean right now, like, you know, and so they're like pushing the house out there right now. I'm like, no. And then they're like, well, let me go get it. I'm like, no.
Leave it out there now.
So it is one of those things that it's like, you know, sometimes you have great flawless shows where you like, right on everybody, but then it's like, okay.
We got that one. So it's a forever, ever changing, man. They call it living theater for a reason. And you know, just talking about it, man. I haven't been I've been doing more directing, co-directing, acting, coaching. And I miss that feeling, you know. I haven't been with them lights, you know. It's just like them lights. You know people out there, but you can't quite see them because it's kind of dark, you know. And you know you're killing it when that energy is going, and it's just, you know, it's the same way.
And you can hear the responses from the crowd.
It's the same way when you got that mic in your hand, you know, and you spitting something that's true, and that's from the heart. That's what I love about our music, you know, is when I can get that same feeling that yes, I'm saying something that matters. You know, I'm saying something that's going to change somebody. I'm saying something that's going to encourage somebody. You know, that's it's no other feeling like it.
Do you all have anybody that you anticipate collaborating with in the near future?
We got a lot of. I mean,
I'm gonna let you tell it.
Go ahead.
No, because you know the name of the group.
Oh, Wise. Yeah. They call themselves Wise, man. They're nice. They're nice. We want to definitely collab with them, make a hot song and a video. Definitely my guy Lloyd and Percy. They do their thing. So you can find them on Facebook too. Some good people to collab with, man. I want to collab with a lot of artists. I feel like that's when our city's gonna really just take off. Is when we start mixing match because you know we still got that, you know, I want to be that first dude out of that, you know what I'm saying, that, but it doesn't really matter because some people gonna like us, some people gonna like these people, but you know, when we start collabing, then they gotta like both, you know, and they gotta pay attention, and then it gets to, you know, I believe that, you know, it's gonna have to get to a point in our city where we're not waiting for someone to come to us, we're bringing them here. They're like, what is going on there?
Right, because that's what they do in Atlanta. Like they don't stay in Atlanta snooping around, seeing what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
And we got just as much, if not more, talent here because it's been so, you know, pushed down. It's just ready to explode.
Because even there, it's like it's more than just the and here it'll take just the same for it to be more than just the artists collaborating. But we need radio to respect.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Because you go down south and they playing local people all day, every day. And you listen to Indianapolis radio and it's never anybody.
It used to be like a new at 8 or something like that.
Where they
you
would
know, like once a week they would throw in, like, you know, see if you like it or not, or you know, they don't even do that.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know why, because it's a big market. I mean, literally, as much music is getting created, they could literally start a whole station and just be playing local music.
And I look at other artists like Yolanda Adams as an example. She's from Dallas. Her whole hometown supports her. Shows her so much love. People like Beyonce, they show them so much love. It's
but here it's like after you, I mean, you can pour your heart out and like you get done and it's like
That was cool.
the people won't even say nothing. Like you want
Yes, I hate that. When you perform,
and it's like you're like, okay, thanks everybody.
y'all like it?
Got CDs in the back. Like,
and it's just everybody, you know. Soon as
you need that hometown love.
Yeah, you definitely do.
You get tired as soon as you. I make music. Oh, my cousin do too.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Like, well, let's talk about my music.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just. But I believe once we start working together, and we just need those certain artists, whoever God may have called to be. Once those artists start getting that attention and get to doing their thing, and you getting that attention, it's gonna trickle down and more. And that's why I don't get why people don't want to work together, because if one person gets it, everybody's gonna get it. It doesn't matter who's first, last, third, fourth. As long as we all doing what we love to do, we're making a difference, and we're getting paid, because we gotta get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know,
but a lot of times it takes kind of like when you kind of like get to simmering, and then you kind of start branching outside of your hometown. Then it's like, oh, I know them. I knew you was going. Like, did you really?
Yeah, don't wait until the person gets out there. Support them now. Show that love now. Because I think the biggest moments is the beginning.
I definitely agree.
And people think it's when you get there. No, it's the beginning. That's why I enjoy what we're doing. I enjoy our journey, because I already see the bigger picture. It's yet to come. It's about enjoying where we are in the moment. There were times I can honestly say when I would go out on an audition, or I would try to impress people with my voice, that I didn't enjoy it. Because I was so anxious. I was like, oh my God, this time, this has to be it. This has to be it. Now I'm just like, it's there. I know it's there. I'm going to enjoy my journey with my husband, because one day we're going to be so busy that we're going to be praying to God, Lord, slow us down so we can spend time together. So I'm just like, I'm enjoying this. I really am, because he may get to a point where somebody wants to call him out for a movie, because TJ does this thing with his acting, and he's awesome. So I'm just enjoying this journey. I'm enjoying seeing my son grow, because he may, you know, we may not be able to always have this much hands-on with him. So I just, and to people, it's like, every time I hear somebody young say, oh, I just got to do this and that. And I know from my past experience, I just encourage people all the time, don't be anxious for anything.
Definitely.
It's going to come. If it is your calling, it is there. You just enjoy the ride.
And sometimes we look so far to the future of something that we can't even really fathom in our mind. We just think that we're not enjoying the fact that we're doing a music video already, that we're doing an interview, we're directing already, because it's like, it's in our mind, making it is like amongst these group of people, group of people seeing you. You know what I'm saying?
And you touched on it, man. Like, that's when I started thinking that way. When I started thinking like, okay, it's not about when I get there. I'm there now. It just gives you more joy, and it actually just takes your creativity to another level. Because now you're in, you know, you're walking in it. Whether you got 2 fans or 2,000. That's right. You know what? You got 2 people who saying keep making music. That's just 1 more than somebody else got, or 2 more than somebody else got. I would say. You know, just like the words say. I mean, don't despise small beginnings. Like it's the small things, and also take it as a time to perfect your craft. You know, because sometimes we get so focused on well, when I move to the A, I'm gonna pop off. Okay, then you move to the A, you wasted 3 years of, you could have been writing songs, you could have had
a whole reel together.
You know, you could have been working with you could have been working with the people who you was trying to look down on. You know, and humbling yourself, work with these people. You know, I think about, like, going back to DeMarco Plays, I think about the first time we did a Philadelphia. You know, it wasn't the big time, you know, I wasn't a director, I was just, you know, I was just doing little small things, and next thing you know, it just developed. Now I'm directing School Days. It's gonna be a big thing. I mean, it's all where you start, but like Kamoka said, if you don't build that foundation, what you gonna do when you get to Atlanta?
It's gonna be an opportunity that you can't meet. You aren't prepared.
You're not prepared for. So
then you're even more stressed.
Yeah.
You have higher anxiety.
You're depressed. Now you feel like
I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna go back home for a minute and get myself back together.
Then you don't want it. You don't want it because you didn't enjoy where you were at before you got there.
And the grass is always greener on the other side. It always,
But everybody has their own issue.
Yeah.
And that's what that's what people don't realize. You may not see their issue, but they're there. And the bigger you are, the more you have to deal with, because you have this whole world looking at you and saying what they getting ready to do new next. Because they always want something new. That's a lot of pressure on people.
It is.
And if you're not prepared before you get there, you'll crumble. And you'll say, I don't want this anymore. Because it's not what I imagined that it would be. But if you humble yourself before you get there, enjoy it, then you can, everything that comes with it won't bother you, because you're like, you know what? I knew it wasn't always going to be sunshine, but I'm here. So I think that's the main purpose.
You
I
got
totally
foundation,
agree.
you know. When the wind blow, if you don't got no foundation, blow in the wind. It's another soul blowing. So it's like, you know, get that foundation, get your foot together, you know. And that's the beauty of Christ. You know, like a lot of people got a lot to say about Christianity, but there's not anything else that I know of that can ground me that way, that can humble me that way, that can really give me joy, you know,
and peace
in chaos. You know, I've had some of the most craziest things, from losing my mother, losing my grandfather. It still has so much joy in it, and it's all because of Christ. You know, it's all because of that word. You know, not because of some supernatural thing. No, just literally that piece of knowing, you know what, there's something good for me in this. There's a blessing in this. You know, let me appreciate that I had a mother. Let me appreciate that I had a grandfather. So, you know, it's appreciation is key. It is key. And you know, I thank God for having her with me on this journey, because we keep each other humble. You know what I mean? Can't go too far. You know,
that's what I love about us, is because we can actually be honest and be real with each other, but that brings us back down to earth. Like, okay, even if we're overstepping it, hey, babe, you know, you need to come back. All right, I got you. You're right.
And you know that it's being said with a good heart and intention. Definitely.
Exactly. And you know, and having a support system, you know, we got a strong support system. We got a lot of people who really, you know, want to see us. Well, they not just want, they know we gonna do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, y'all gonna do it.
They said you're already there.
Right, exactly. Let's pray that we're doing it. You know, and that's a blessing. You know, and it's inspiring. So that time, you know, when you feel like, because every artist has some times when you're like, I'm done. Well, that's what somebody commented or what's up with that? You know, it seemed like all my life, you know, through music, every time I tried to walk away from music, something came back and was like, hey, no. And it was for this purpose. It was for words of encouragement, so we can be who we are in Indianapolis, Indiana, and soon to go all around the world, touch souls, touch people, man, for Christ, man, and bless folks. You know what I'm saying? So awesomeness is on the way, and it is here. It's here.
Well, it's definitely been a pleasure talking to you all. Do you have any last words of encouragement that you would like to share?
Just trust God. Trust God. Use your gifts, man. Don't let nobody tell you you're not good enough. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Don't let nobody tell you that it's not, you know, gonna make you enough money. Who cares?
And if nobody else wants to encourage you, encourage yourself.
Yes.
And just be who you are. Like that's not just a tag for the song. That's some real talk. Like, be who you are, because you are special. You know, and don't forget that what God put in you, nobody else has it. Like, real talk, nobody else has it. So trust that, and stay in that word and pray. Pray for us, we pray for you.
I know, that's right.
Real talk, let's do this thing.
All right, well, you heard it here first. I appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you keep up with them on all things social, and check out their new music video as well. And their latest, when will your single be available?
It's actually available now. You can go on iTunes.
On iTunes,
Yeah, if you got like things like Spotify, just look up Words of Encouragement, Be Who You Are, bump it, be encouraged.
There are times when I wish I wasn't I and I was someone else completely. It's like I'm losing my mind. Lord, show me a sign. Tired of being confined, come free me. Cause I know that you're there and I know that you care and I know that you hear me screaming. Lord, open the door. I've been fighting this war, don't wanna fight no more, I'm pleading. Is it the man that I am? Cause I don't understand. They say it's all in your plans and that I'm safe in your hand. But I'm not Abraham, not sure if my faith will stand. Should I change who I am, just so I can fit in? Well, even if I try, who I am inside, he will never die, he will never die. Even if I try, who I am inside, he will never die, he will never die. You are everything you are, everything you are, everything you are. Be who you are, everything you are, everything you are was destined by God. Be who you are, everything you are, everything you are, everything you are. Be who you are, everything you are, everything you are was destined by God.
So don't let nobody tell you that you're too short, too tall, too big, too small, too slow, too white, too black, too skinny, too fat. None of that. God created you in His image and you are just exactly who He made you to be. And where you are in life, exactly where He wants you to be. Be encouraged, knowing the situation serves a purpose. Biblically, Joseph's brothers sold him into slavery, but what they meant for evil led Joseph to his destiny. I can't promise there won't be problems, but I promise that God can solve them. I promise that God is faithful. I promise that all He made you is for a divine reason, for a certain season. Keep faith, though you don't understand the meaning. Believe it, there's power in the name Jesus to break every chain. Don't hold on to the pain in the things that they say. Forgive and release it and choose peace.
Be who you are, everything you are, everything you are, everything you are. Be who you are, everything